Every 4 years, players from all around the world come together to compete for one particular trophy, the World Cup, and we all drop everything to watch them fight for the prize. But how much do we really know about that golden prize? Here are 10 facts you probably didn't know about the World Cup trophy. Number 1. The design of the original trophy. The first World Cup trophy was designed by a French sculptor named Abel Lafleur, and at first it was referred to as Coupe du Monde. The trophy was basically a 14-inch high sculpting of Nike, the Greek goddess of victory, standing on a lapis lazuli base and holding up an octagonal cup over her head. Number 2. Hidden from the Nazis. The Second World War affected literally everything on the planet, including the World Cup. The competition had to be suspended for years until the war ended, and the trophy itself had to be hidden away under a bed because apparently the Nazis wanted that too. At the time, the trophy was being stored in the vault of a bank in Rome, but in 1939, when the war started, FIFA's vice president at the time, Ottorino Barassi, went to retrieve the trophy from the bank to hide it in a much safer place, a shoebox under his bed, until the war was over. Number 3. Jules Rimet. It's okay if that name doesn't ring a bell with you. The man lived between 1873 and 1956. He was the third president of FIFA and was in office for 33 years, making him the longest-serving FIFA president to date. The FIFA World Cup was Rimet's idea, and it was under his reign that the first ever World Cup tournament was held in 1930. So, after the first ever World Cup trophy was designed, it was named after him. The trophy we described earlier in the video was called the Jules Rimet Trophy. Number 4. It was stolen in England and found by a dog. The Jules Rimet Trophy made its way to England in 1966, months before the tournament was scheduled to be held in the UK. When the tournament was 4 months away, and while the trophy was making a public exhibition at Westminster Central Hall, it was stolen. Reports say that the thieves asked for a £15,000 ransom for them to release the trophy. Anyway, exactly 1 week after the heist, the trophy was found by Pickles, a white and black mongrel dog. Pickles found it at the bottom of a suburban garden hedge in Beulah Hill, South London. The Jules Rimet trophy was wrapped in newspaper when the dog found it during a walk with its owner, Dave Corbett. In appreciation, Dave was given a £6,000 reward and Pickles was given a lifetime supply of dog food. From then on, the English FA reportedly stopped using the original trophy for exhibitions. They made a replica for this purpose, but FIFA denied giving them permission for that. Because of that, the replica was hidden for years. It later resurfaced in 1997 when it was auctioned out to, guess who? FIFA. They bought it for £254,500, a price so high that it led to rumours that it wasn't actually a replica, but the actual trophy that FIFA was buying back. Number 5. Brazil kept the original trophy. In 1970, the Brazil national team won the World Cup for the third time, and per Jules Rimet's stipulations in 1930, they were to be handed the trophy permanently for that achievement. The Jules Rimet trophy was stored in a cabinet which had a bulletproof glass front at the Brazil Football Confederation headquarters in Rio de Janeiro. Number 6. It was stolen again. 13 years after Brazil were handed the Jules Rimet trophy, it was stolen yet again. The back of the cabinet it was stored in, which was made of wood, was forced open using a crowbar and the thieves carted away with the trophy. 4 men were tried and convicted for the heist, but the trophy itself was never recovered. Rumour has it that the trophy was immediately melted and sold off after it was stolen. The only piece of the Jules Rimet trophy that was found was the lapis lazuli base, which was stored in FIFA's headquarters in Zurich. Anyway, the Brazilian Football Federation made the replica of their own in 1984 and presented it to the president of the country at the time, João Figueiredo. Number 7. New trophy. With the Jules Rimet trophy having been permanently handed to Brazil, FIFA had to make another trophy for the 1974 World Cup, and they just decided to go for a completely new design this time around. They collected 53 submissions from sculptors across 7 different countries, and eventually that of Silvio Gazzaniga, an Italian sculptor, was chosen. The new trophy, which is the same one being used to date, is 14.4 inches tall and was made of 30,875 carats of 18 karat gold. The base is around 5.1 inches in diameter and it contains 2 layers of malachite. As of 2018, this trophy was said to be worth approximately $161,000. Here's how Gazzaniga describes his sculpting. The lines spring out from the base, rising in spirals, stretching out to receive the world. From the remarkable dynamic tensions of the compact body of the sculpture rise the figures of 2 athletes at the stirring moment of victory. Number 8. It is no longer up for keeps. Before, the tradition was that the World Cup winning country gets to keep the original trophy until the draws of the next World Cup tournament are to be made. However, the rules have since been changed. Winners of the tournaments no longer get to keep the trophy. They are instead presented with a bronze replica which is called the FIFA World Cup Winners' Trophy. The replica is only gold-plated, not made of solid gold. The original trophy sits permanently at the FIFA World Football Museum in Zurich, Switzerland. The only times it leaves there are when the trophy is on tour, when it is time for the draws to be made for the next tournament, and of course, during the tournament itself, both on the opening day and on the final day. Number 9. The ball at the top must be hollow. You must have noticed that there's a ball at the top of the World Cup trophy, and according to Martin Polyakov, a chemistry professor at Nottingham University in England, that ball must be hollow. If it isn't, it would mean that the trophy would weigh about 70 kilograms, and that would just be way too heavy for the players to lift, not to talk of lifting above their heads. And in addition to being heavy, it would just be an absolute waste of real gold. Number 10. It may have to be replaced soon. The current World Cup trophy has been in use since 1974, and the names of the winners along with the years that they won the trophy have always been inscribed on the base of the original trophy. However, from the looks of things, there may only be space for the inscription of the names of 5 more teams at the base of the trophy, and if a country like Bosnia and Herzegovina gets to win it, we may be down to just 2 very quickly. Anyway, by that estimation, the base of the World Cup trophy should be full by 2038, and FIFA should be looking to replace it for the 2042 tournament. That is just 20 years on from now. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Surely you've learned a lot that you didn't know about the World Cup trophy today.